make sure we get everything right here. We've seen the wrong slides. So, sorry guys about this. You see this is live and it doesn't matter. The point here is, if you look at all of these areas, all of these products, in one aspect, these are different products in your product portfolio, but in a bigger picture, they are individual companies and they have individual organizations that are being built. I can tell you right now, Planet IX, as you all know, is in a huge momentum. And this momentum is really something that's amazing to follow, because if you are in Stockholm, there is the ICT group office, and then Planet IX has its own offices that are, like 500 meters away from the office where we're sitting right now. And they are currently experiencing a growth beyond compare. At this time, they are hiring new people every single week. They are expecting to double their workforce by the end of the year. And you may think, hey, we just got out of summer. But the reality is, we're looking at another 3-4 months, and they will have doubled their workforce. And why are they doing that? They're doing that to catch up with the enormous momentum that you and your relationships, your crowd efforts, have really impacted upon their business. We had an awesome meeting with them where they were sitting there saying, we can't believe the effect that this crowd has. We can't believe the power of the crowd and how our business got exploded through all corners of the world. They're right now hiring Chinese people in order to better support the Chinese market. Again, you need to understand, it is not a question of, Crowd One hiring people to speak Chinese. This is what Planet IX is doing to service the Planet IX customers. And you're going to witness a similar trimming and optimization on every single brand that you guys are presenting out there, because they function as unique business opportunities. Now, we're all excited about this, but why is this particularly important? It is important if you look at the bottom part here where it says upcoming products. Upcoming products, or rather upcoming businesses that will come in to the Crowd One business model and utilize this potential of a global network of micro-influencers. Utilize the opportunity to really deal with real end customers from the beginning, but not just customers, people who are focused on growing together with the companies. And what we're seeing right now is that Crowd One is witnessing so many proof of concepts that the portfolio of companies and products and services that are coming in is not just stacking up in the form of multiple products that we like to do it, but we're also beginning to see an upgrade, meaning you're getting better and better projects, better and better precision companies, better and better opportunities. And this is only a natural course because the business has validated itself. Now, I'm also going to, so we got to hear. I'm also going to talk to you a little bit about a few company updates. This is just to give you some internal guidelines. So another area that we got information about in here was with HR. So our human resources department is right now stacking up. So they are actually currently hiring people. Now, it's already a minor team, but they are hiring more people just to manage the human resource department of the company. Why is that important for you to know? It's important because that's the kind of thing a growing, long-term focused company is doing. So a lot of money is invested into making sure that people who work for the ICT group is actually having a nice place to work, good working ethics, a good working environment, making sure that the people who service you are being serviced so that they can perform at their best and have a nice experience with the company. We also had a legal department coming in, talking to us about rules and regulations for money laundering aspects, for cryptocurrencies. We are being taught at this time about rules and regulations that will step into place, not next week, but in 2 years from now. And what we're seeing here, and what the meeting concluded was, we will adapt those processes already now. So we are adapting processes that will be relevant in 2 years. This is just to show you that the reactive to proactive is something that we're not just saying, it's actually being done. That all of the measurements are being made to ensure that in 2 years, when the rules are changing, we will not have a shock. We will be already compliant. We will already live with those regulations. And I think it speaks a lot about where the company is going. Another thing that we got to see here was that certainly there was a lot of people walking around the offices in, putting up cameras and checking out left and right. And this is to enhance all of the security around the offices. So in future, should you be invited to go to the ICT office, you will be invited by a specific person. That person will greet you at the door and check you in. The camera will see you. You will have a check-in time and you will have a check-out time. The person who invites you will be responsible for you during all of your stay here, making sure you have a great experience and making sure that everyone's data is exactly where they need to be, making sure that you have access to all of the things that you need to have access to, and also not access to things that should not be accessed. A company with the size that the Crowd One has by now simply needs to understand that we have a lot to offer to the market. And one of the things we need to offer is clarity and safety in our launches. So this was also a very, very big theme here as we were moving forward. We are looking to enhance all of our processes, and therefore they are being described at the moment, making sure that the level of professionalism from a product launch will grow. The level of professional from a communication standpoint will grow. And every area is expected to grow, to advance. And the recent area where we started to plot into is we just hired an awesome guy called Jan. Jan is the head of commercial. And Jan is coming from, other big tech companies. He's been, involved with the biggest gambling sites in the world. And his way of looking at the database of Crowd One is, very impressive. It is something that will help the company better understand how to monetize the value. And when the company is able to monetize the value, it means more money for you. The overall aspect of this is that all of the decision processes that is going on in the company will, number one, be described. So there will be a protocol for how to do things. That's number one. Number two, decision processes will be based far more on data. So it will be data driven. We are analyzing how you guys are moving around on the website before we're doing any changes. We're analyzing as much as we can, and we will step the analyzing process up a lot to ensure that the user journey becomes better and better. Now, at this time, I want to introduce you to a guy that just got promoted. He got the promotion by title, but I can assure you he's been working as the Chief Operating Officer for all of us for a long time. So you can argue the promotion was way overdue. There's no doubt you couldn't find a better man for this job. He is working on it 24/7. The guy is jumping in and out of one meeting to another. He is always there. He's a very direct character. He'll make sure to cut through all of the noise, making sure to have clean processes. He's an awesome friend to have, and he's extremely passionate about your guys' businesses. And I want you all to welcome with me our new Chief Operating Officer, Jonathan Ström.
Thank you very much, Jens. It's of course always great to be here, and I think as Jens pointed out, we are in between meetings the whole time, sitting in an interview with one extremely talented data analyst, and then running into a meeting with legal, and then continuing to this meeting. So the days are busy. It's always good fun, and as you know, we are always trying to make sure that we're preparing not for just today and tomorrow, but also for the long term. we are, or I'm going to share some updates with you, and basically I just want to highlight an update around the technical aspects. So at the moment we have something in our system, as you know, AUP and APs, of course, active user pool and activity points. This has been slightly unclear in terms of understanding when and how you are getting your points, and of course these points are coming from activation or product purchase, or of course recommendations from any of the products. So when you are activating, for example, Mixter 12 months subscription, you are then getting your active user pool points in the month after. That is the reason that you will see this on your back office under active user pool. You will see the points, but you will not see that you are then potentially qualified for this month, but for the next one. Since we have APs, and you needed 3 APs to get your crowd bonus, your matching bonus, and your residual bonus, this is of course something that you need to have, and you need to have the knowledge about where to find this. The APs that is needed for the bonuses are being captured by the system around 24 hours after a purchase or an activation. So those ones are in the system and in the backbone of the system. This has not been visualized until yesterday when we had a deployment, and that is the reason I want to highlight this on your dashboard. So on your dashboard right now, under binary points, you will see a green mark or a red cross to indicate if you have the 3 APs that is needed right now to achieve your bonuses. I think this is great. We are really pushing the right type of behavior in the company, and it's great that everybody takes the opportunity to use the products. This is, of course, one of the things that we are trying to do, and Jens pointed out that we are doing a lot of work around making sure that we are finding the user experience easier, making sure that we can have a better understanding and easier to find different things. I'm receiving a lot of feedback from people, and there are a few things that we're going to make sure that we're simplifying this for everyone. So there will be a few more updates, and of course we're going to make sure that we are presenting these ones in advance so you have an idea about what's going on, so you can share this with your team as well. But it, of course, great if you take this type of knowledge and you share this with your teams. We have also noticed, of course, since it's been a great success with Mixter, as you noticed, a lot of new people coming into the system. We have some updates from the tech side about the APs. I've received some indications that not all the APs are being recognized by the system. This is going to happen by latest next week. And of course, as you know, everything is logged in our systems, so no one will ever miss out on any of the bonuses. We are going to double check and triple check to make sure that everything that you have worked hard for is going to reflect in your back office as well. So please share that. We trust the system. We're making sure that we are up to speed with everything, not just from, of course, IT or Jens, who is always up to speed, but of course also the other departments. But everything is moving in a good way in terms of the updates I'm receiving. I will of course keep both Jens and Kenny updated about if there's anything else happening with this. So I think that's everything from my side.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. Thank you for taking your time to talk to us here today. And it is always good to have you. And talking about a guy who really works hard and has almost an impossible job, I'm going to introduce you to the next person who has, a similar impossible situation. This lady, you see her, lovely looking, Simone, is the network project manager and is based in Dubai, and she has the great challenge of working with Kenny and myself on a daily basis. She is basically tying all of the knots, doing so many things behind the scenes that is supporting us on a daily basis. And I'm so happy that she's on board, and really, really want you all to welcome her here, because Simone is working for you in the background, and while you may not know it, she's instrumental in running the business. Simone, are you there?
Hello everyone, really glad to be on with you all. I hope everybody's well. As Jens has mentioned, I'm Simone, and I work across the network with Kenny and Jens, like I said, working on projects and processes, all to try and make you lots experience as seamless as possible. As mentioned, I sit in the Dubai office and I'm part of a growing team. We are hiring lots of fantastic talent here. Again, all working hard to make your experiences as seamless as possible. We're all very, very excited to be moving into our new offices soon. We're working so hard. They are looking absolutely fantastic. And we're going to be in there very, very soon, and can't wait for you all to see it. And I think that's it from me. Just lovely just to see everybody here and to say hello. So I'll pass you back on to Jens.
Thank you so much, Simone. Thank you for joining us here, and keep up the good work in Dubai. We will see you all soon. And talking about Dubai and the new offices here, as Simone mentioned, we will have the next event, and there's been a lot of questions to that. When we take into consideration the full scope of how the world is looking right now with the situation of COVID, when we look at the need for fast information, we have made a strategic change to that event. So the event will no longer be a large event as we are accustomed to. What we are going to do instead is we're going to have a smaller, more exclusive event where you can participate by invitation only. Now, the purpose of the event remains the same. We want to make sure we get a group there. We want to make sure that they see the offices. We want to give that group a special training on where we are going as a company. And we don't want to stick to just that. We are actually going to do live from Dubai after. We are going to offer the opportunity for us to enter into your Zoom calls. So some people that we will be reaching out to will be able to have a tendency directly from the office, where Kenny will go live on a call, I will be on the call, Jonas will be on the call, and let's see if we cannot get a couple of other interesting voices that will be helping us really spreading the information that the company has to share with you. Because I can tell you there is a lot. I did not talk about the multi-wallet yet, but I can tell you this. The multi-wallet is absolutely, technically, legally ready to go. We have a few things we need to do before it can go into a full launch, but it is not in development anymore. It is done, which means it is safe. Do you have any updates on that?
Yeah, I just want to highlight, I had a demonstration of the product and it looks really, really amazing. Everything looks fantastic, and as you know, we are in the swap process at the moment, and of course it's very important that you are informing everyone in your teams, in your countries, that this is happening. We have until the end of this month to make sure that we are getting people into the swap, and then of course you are going to receive information about the next step in the emails, in the communication, and that will come from their side. But the product, I mean, we are talking about some really serious, good product here. So you should be excited. The product looks fantastic. I just want to highlight that.
Thank you, thank you. Well, there you go. This is the benefit of having the COO on the call live here, that he just went through all of this. And you know, what this will do for our business is going to be mind-blowing, because it is a business facilitator. It will allow you to run the business completely different, with a whole other level of speed, and moreover, a whole other level of efficiency. What does that mean? It simply means you get more from what you are already doing. Now, on the upcoming events, we just spoke about it, but I want to touch base just a little bit here also on the current promotions. So the Titanium Pro Builder promotion here will run out and it will not come back. Okay, so you guys need to know that it is running out and it will not come back. If you really want to grow your business, you will have the 40% rank booster in here. Don't forget that 40% rank booster is connected to this. You will also have a completely different setup, structural setup, in how you build your business. Because the extra ID numbers will simply grow in value as you grow your business. And they will be, a recruiting tool for you in future that can potentially totally change how your business is developing. You may have a lesser leg that certainly turns into an absolute power leg because you're able to offer a very, very attractive ongoing business to people. So do not miss out on that. Also, don't forget the rank booster promotion. It will run out also on the supercharged rank booster promotion on the 1st of January. This one is running out. So keep in mind, these are there. Make sure to really benefit from them. Make sure that you at least have the discussion with those in your teams who say, hey, I want to build with Crowd One. I understand where this company is going. I understand the process that they're in. And I'm seeing the gradual change. And if you don't see it, let's just highlight it for a second. There was a big challenge. You couldn't see your points. Well, that is fixed now. It's a fundamental fix. It will be there in 2 years from now. You'll be able to see your points in there. You'll be able to see when you're qualified. It is fixed. For those who stayed in there, for those who, for pure frustration, said, I cannot work with this, well, nothing is fixed for them. They're still left with what they have. But here, we got it fixed. It is sorted. And as you see, step by step, things will be, sorted. There were some people who did not get commissions. Is it frustrating? Yes, it is. But we just heard from Jonathan saying, listen, you will get your bonuses. We have all the data we need to do the recal to give you the commissions. The company is stone cold committed to giving every bonus out there and making sure that everyone feels safe about that. And this is really something that, whether you believe it or not at this time, you are going to see it over the course of the next days. I do have an encouragement here for you at the end of the call. We have a Telegram group. If you are not a part of the Telegram group, I strongly recommend you to become a part of the Telegram group. Now this, you can just ask your upline. If your upline is not in the Telegram group, you ask the next upline. Make sure you get into the Telegram group, because here we'll be able to quickly inform you about any changes, any updates. So if you want to stay on track, if you want to make sure that you have the latest information, when we have those for you, you have to join the Telegram group. So do ask your sponsor, ask, if they don't have it again, ask your upline and make sure you get the information. We are very, very excited about the weeks that are coming up. We are seeing growth in all areas of the business at this time. We are seeing internally consolidation of the teams, and what will happen here is just plain logic. It will pan out. It will monetize into a more solid, more modern, more futuristic business than we've ever seen before. And looking at the results that we've created so far, I think that speaks for a very, very strong future. This is Jens, live again from the headquarters in Stockholm with Jonathan, thanking you for this call. Thank you also to Simone in Dubai, and see you next week. Thank you very much.
Siyempre, king malbos yun. Talim ng ngipin.